Team Schuster did its thing at the Olympics. The incredible Olympic darlings in curling were absolutely shocking. First ever gold medal in curling for the Team USA. Germany's shocking early exit at the World Cup was, in a word, shocking. They lost to South Korea 2-0 for the earliest exit of the German team in the World Cup since 1938. A little distracting 1938, to be perfectly honest with you. Texas tops Oklahoma in the Red River in a last-second field goal. Jordan Poole had a game winner in sending the Wolverines to the Sweet 16 here. And I'll see if we can get it to you.
So the pass is going to come from Rivers. He rifles it right in front of us to Abdul.
It's the audio.
At midcourt, extra pass. And it goes for the win! The three-pointer by Jordan Poole.
There it is. Michigan in the Sweet 16. That was a pretty incredible. Las Vegas Golden Knights made it to the final. Vegas Golden Knights' inaugural season was filled with historical benchmarks, but none more impressive than making a Stanley Cup final in its first year. The team Misfits cruised for the first 3 rounds, with each home game opening ceremony somehow topping the last. They didn't lift the cup in the end, but what the Golden Knights accomplished was incredible. Baker Mayfield, he had a pretty incredible year, which Baker Mayfield, still in progress, by the way, which Mayfield moment was the most memorable, being selected number 1 in the NFL draft, to remaking Brett Favre's draft day outfit, to ending Cleveland's losing streak, to keeping the playoff hopes alive for the Browns. Baker Mayfield has not disappointed this season, and maybe, just maybe, I just hope for the Browns fans that this could be the one time where they finally find themselves out of just decades-long dysfunction and into possibly some hope, which would be pretty cool stuff. All right. Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka in the U.S. Open Finals. Chloe Kim became a household name. 17 years old, Chloe Kim became America's newest Olympic sweetheart in Pyeongchang, capturing the gold medal in the women's halfpipe by landing back-to-back 1080s on her third and final run. Minnesota Miracle, cannot forget, that was incredible. Finishing a 24-23 deficit with the New Orleans Saints in the NFC Championship game. With 10 seconds left and no timeouts on its own, a 39-year-old yard line, Minnesota was done, or at least appeared to be, until Case Keenum connected with Stephon Diggs for a 61-yard last-second game-ending touchdown. Somebody's going to have to name that play. Keenum said after the game, and the Minnesota Miracle was born. Very, very cool stuff. Chris Mazur made history, as the U.S. had never won a gold medal in men's singles lose before 2018, when Chris Mazur, who finished 13th in the 2010 and 14 Olympics, unexpectedly slid second place to take home silver. So pretty cool stuff. Here is some of the audio of that.
Some chance at the goal to Felix Locke is to make a mistake. He rarely does. But all he can concentrate on now is himself. The USA never have medalled in men's singles luge before. This
so
man
that's
came
him
from nowhere,
starting off, and here's the reaction.
Mazda. Keep it there. You want to extend his margin. He'll be thinking about Locke, but he slipped behind.
He's fallen back by 0.003 of a second. He made it through the curve 9, but you got to wonder, is the snow affecting the course at this point? He's back in the green now.
Back in the green, so back in the silver. If he falls too far, he'd fall out of the medals. Chris Mazda of the USA has got a good speed in red numbers. He finishes in 47.67 seconds, so he takes...
Yeah, so he takes second there. Huge deal for the Tokyo Olympics, and Team USA it was an incredible, incredible story there. 6 touchdown passes for Patrick Mahomes. Everything Patrick, really. Patrick's dominance was undeniably one of the top storylines of the NFL season, as the Chiefs quarterback led the league in yards, touchdowns, and most passing yards in 2018. Absolutely incredible stuff. J.R. Smith's NBA Finals blunder. We're going to talk about that also a little bit later in our meme segment, because J.R. Smith dribbled out the clock in the final seconds of regulations in Game 1 as if Cleveland had already secured the win. It may have been one of the worst brain farts in NBA history. That's a pretty big, in sports history, really. It was pretty incredible. During the U.S. Open at Shinnecock, Phil Mickelson putted a moving ball, leading to a massive rules controversy, and just freaked out. Everyone pretty much freaked out there. That was a little bit embarrassing. Ryan Fitzpatrick's post-game interview in the close of Deshaun Jackson, which is pretty funny. After Week 2 win against the Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers QB Ryan Fitzpatrick arrived to his post-game press conference, swagged out in gold chains, black sunglasses, and a massive track suit. And yeah, we just borrowed it literally from Dejon Jackson. It was hilarious. Loyola Chicago and Sister Jean made the Final Four. Ramblers of Loyola Chicago busted brackets across the nation in March with their improbable run in the NCAA tournament. Obviously, Sister Jean cemented into NCAA tournament legend. Pablo Sandoval, the pitcher this year, is pretty funny. Khabib versus McGregor at UFC 229. Khabib, an incredible fight in the crowd that was shocking. Finally, the Eagles won Super Bowl 52 with their Philly special. We're not done yet. I don't know why I said finally, but we're definitely not done. So, the Philadelphia Eagles Philly special was this play that is frankly incredible. So, yeah, obviously we know Philadelphia special was.
Philly special. Ready?
You hear it. This is the NFL Films audio of it. You all know the situation. Foles gets ready. And catches the winning touchdown pass. You hear the audio there. Incredible stuff. And so he secured the win for the Philadelphia Eagles. They had scored an improbable championship season and franchise first Super Bowl title and an unforgettable gutsy call against the New England Patriots as backup quarterback Nick Foles caught a pass from an undrafted tight end in a pivotal play called the Philly Special. It's called Big Balls, Eagles general manager Howie Roseman said in the locker room after the game. The Warriors won their third title in 4 years as Kevin Durant and Steph Curry led the Golden State Warriors to their third NBA championship in 4 years with a sweep of the Cleveland Cavaliers for their accomplishments. The Warriors were honored Sports Illustrated's 2018 Sports Person of the Year award, which is a little BS because they're a sports team, not a sports person, so it's very stupid. France won the World Cup on the back of Kylian Mbappe, yeah! A dynamic, diverse, and young France held off Croatia's in a thrilling 4-2 triumph in Moscow, winning his second World Cup title and his first since 1998. I remember I wasn't watching that. It was an awesome year. So, looking for redemption after a heartbreaking loss in Sochi, the U.S. women's soccer team beat its arch-rival Canada in an exhilarating shootout win to claim gold. And thanks to a golden goal from Jocelyn Lamoureux Davidson, a crucial save from goalie Maddie Rooney, the U.S. won its first gold medal in 20 years. Here it is.
2 goals apiece in the shootout. Lamoureux moving in on Zavadas. She beats and scores!
That was it. As Team USA golden in the Olympics. Justify triple crown for the first time in the second time in 3 years in horse racing. He secured the triple crown. Red Sox won the World Series. We're going to skip right over that one. Drew Brees broke the career passing record, which is also pretty cool. Sony Michel's Rose Bowl winning touchdown run was also insane. Here's some of the audio of that. 48-48, tie game. Georgia wins with the score. Take a listen. So that was a pretty incredible story. James Harden won his first MVP award. Brooks Koepka won his second straight U.S. Open. Manchester City broke 11 Premier League records in its title-winning season. Rafael Nadal continues his reign in Roland Garros and won the French Open. U.S. women's national team went undefeated in 2018. They're absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So it'll be fun to watch them in the World Cup next year, the Women's World Cup. Chiefs and Rams won Monday Night Football. Was a classic game as well. Jesse Diggins and Keegan Randall made history in the Olympics of 2018, winning gold in the team sprint in cross-country skiing and for the first medal in 42 years in Team USA, which is pretty cool. Capitals won the Stanley Cup. Alex Ovechkin and all Washington's wait was finally over when the Caps raised their first ever Stanley Cup. Very, very cool. Colin Kaepernick's Nike commercial debut, obviously inspiring, very controversial. And folks, believe something, even if it means sacrificing everything. Just do it. So yeah, pretty cool stuff there as well. Dominating teams in women's soccer were also incredibly impressive. Zlatan arrived in LA Jimmy Butler trade saga was incredible. His long, drawn-out public clash with the Timberwolves dominated the start of the season. Eventually, Minnesota dealt Butler to the Philadelphia 76ers. Kobe Bryant won an Oscar for Dear Basketball, which is also pretty cool, a little bit unsports. Supreme Court of the United States legalized sports betting, and Bryce Harper won the Home Run Derby in Washington, D.C. All right, so Nick Saban also apologized to Maria Taylor after an incident in a post-game interview in September where Taylor asked how he was evaluating the team's quarterbacks, and they had a little bit of a fight, but they became friends. So yeah. Also, what happened this year? There were some pretty major changes at ESPN. John Skipper had an unexpected resignation late last year. Jamel Hill departed the network after a long run there. Jimmy Pitaro was appointed as president. U.S. men's national team great Clint Dempsey retired. LeBron James joins the Lakers and built his legacy further. Dwayne Wade announced his retirement from the NBA, which is incredibly cool player, incredibly cool guy. Tough to see him go. He planned to rejoin the Miami Heat for one season before retiring. As his one last stance. Very, very cool. Shout out to Dwayne Wade there. He's pretty awesome. All right, my favorite NBA basketball players. And he was right there with LeBron James. They were dominating. I mean, really, really cool stuff. Yeah, so now to inspirations. Sister survivors spoke out to take down the sexual abuser Larry Nassar. Hannah Storm and Andrea Kramer did the first ever all-female duo to call an NFL game in 2018. Cerebral palsy could not keep Justin Gallegos from earning a pro contract, which is really cool. Nike presented Gallegos with a professional contract believed to be the first ever for an athlete with cerebral palsy to play cross-country or run cross-country. Brian Boyle had a hat trick, which was pretty cool. Shaquem Griffin inspired people with his best of 20 reps on the bench press at the NFL Combine. Then the Seahawks selected Griffin at number 141, third round, uniting him with his twin brother Shaquille. He was a former UCF linebacker again. Tiger Woods won the Tour Championship after many, many injuries. Obviously the greatest golfer ever. Don't at me. Coming back and inspiring in the way only he could. All right, that's it for sports this year. We're going to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for continuing to stick with us here as we reflect on the year that was 2018. Today, before we go on any further, we will be reflecting about some of the incredible lives that we lost in 2018. First, Aretha Franklin, the legendary singer, died at age 76 on August 16th following a long battle with cancer. Renowned celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain died of an apparent suicide on June 8th. Superman actress Margaret Kidder died at age 69 in May. Burt Reynolds died at the age of 82 on September 6th after going into cardiac arrest. Comic book legend Stan Lee died at the age of 95 in November. Designer Kate Spade died on June 5th, 2018 by suicide. DJ Avicii died at 28 on April 20th. Rapper Mac Miller died at the age of 26 on September 7th following an accidental drug overdose. Joe Jackson died at age 89 at the end of June. Kim Porter, Sean Diddy Combs' ex and the mother of his 3 children, died suddenly in November at the age of 47. Austin Powers actor Vern Troyer died at age 49. Damn Yankee star and gay icon Tab Hunter passed away. Facts of Life star Charlotte Rae died at age 92 in early August. Former Glee actor Mark Salling died far too young at age 35 on January 30th. Rapper XXXTentacion was shot dead at age 20 on June 19th. Former child star John Paul Steyer died January 1st at the age of 33. Comedian Marty Allen died at 95 on February 12th. Jerry Van Dyke died on January 5th at the age of 86. Motorhead guitarist Fast Eddie Clarke died at age 67 on January 10th. Nancy Sinatra died at age 101